So often this is where it starts. You've been voluntold that you would be the representative to stream your child's team's baseball or softball games. A youth association baseball field. So many little kid games are played here, and when little Timmy or little Susie first starts out and grandma or grandpa can't make it to the games because they live in a different town, it's the perfect opportunity for you to learn how and begin streaming. This is a great time to talk about where it all starts, how to start live streaming your children's sporting events. I'm Jason Hoffman. My goal is to help you have the confidence to just press go live. Here are 5 easy steps for you to begin streaming your child's sporting events. Number 1, start a YouTube channel. Yes, I know you may have been told that your job is to stream to Game Changer, or your job is to stream to Sideline HD because, that coach wants stats, and so they want to see the clips, and you're going to need a YouTube channel. You may not stream to it for a long time, but when you need it, you'll have it there as a backup. So go ahead and start that YouTube channel. Sign up for it at youtube.com. Go into studio.youtube.com, go to the live section, and go ahead and press go live. You can't, it won't let you, but go ahead and press it because there's a 24-hour countdown that begins the first time you try to go live. Let's get that 24 hours out of the way so it's there when you need it. Number 2, while that 24 hours is counting down, do all the research you can and go ahead and buy one of the many live streaming cameras that's on the market right now. You've done the research, you've watched all my videos, you've been awed by Ryan Houchin's streaming box setup. Get off the pot and make the purchase. Choose one and go ahead and get familiar with that live streaming, that mobile live streaming camera. You're going to be much better off for it if you'll go ahead and practice on it way before you want to stream. Now, let me give you a piece of advice for this one. If you're that rare breed that upgrades and tweaks and constantly adds to your setup, go ahead and go with the Mevo. You'll be able to add all the other cameras that you see a little bit that you like here and a little bit you like there. You can add those into the Mevo streaming software. Trust me, it's going to be worth it. Now that you've bought it, go ahead and fire that baby up. Record your living room, record your workspace, record your pets. Go ahead and crop and zoom and all the features that camera will allow in its software. Go ahead and use those, familiarize yourself with it. Go ahead and tweak audio until it sounds like this and back off and fix it. Work with the graphics that are into it. I know you may be using one of those streaming services that provides a scoreboard for you, that provides the lower corner advertisement rolling, but go ahead and figure out how to do it yourself. That way, when you're not using that streaming service or it goes down or goes away, you never know what's in the future. Go ahead and know what your software will allow, practice on it, and get familiar. You're going to be spending a lot of time in that software when you're streaming your baseball games, so go ahead and get familiar with it. Remember, software is incredibly important in the mobile live streaming game. Number 3, go ahead and buy a MiFi hotspot. So many people try to start out streaming with just their phone data and get frustrated when they have to stick to a 480p resolution. Mobile data is a hard master. It does not care that you drove 12 hours to your tournament. It does not care that the other team ran up and down the halls all night because their sponsors went to sleep and they snuck out of their room. It just will give you what it gives you based on the nearest cell tower that you've got. And sometimes those cell towers are remarkably crowded at your tournament. Not only is everybody that's at the tournament on their phone doing something while their kids are playing, but you're in somebody else's town and all the people who live there are also hitting that cell tower. So in order to give you the best possible chance at getting a really good upload speed, go ahead and buy that MiFi hotspot. And if you can swing it, choose one, a carrier that's not your normal carrier. If you're an AT&T customer, maybe choose Verizon. If you're a Verizon customer, maybe choose T-Mobile. Choose one of the other carriers so you have options. And if your signal is struggling, if the tower is congested for this carrier, that's on your cell phone, maybe use the MiFi hotspot. Or if it's struggling on the MiFi hotspot, you've got the backup of your cell phone. That's probably a better way to look at it. Pick up that MiFi hotspot. Give yourself the best chance at more upload speed, because a 480p stream on your baby's grandparents' 65-inch TV in the living room looks like poop. Let's aim for 720 or higher when we stream these outdoor events. Number 4, if you're streaming outdoors, pick up a mini shotgun mic, and let's make sure it has the wind muff in the kit. Wind ruins audio. This is incredibly important. You're going to want a way to mount this mic on whatever camera you've purchased, so head on over to jdubhoffman.com/merchandise, link in the description. Pick out a print with a cold shoe mount and send me an email. I'll make sure it gets into your hands in just a few days. We'll work it out in the email conversation. Now, the next one is optional, but if you're going to be using Sideline HD or Game Changer, go ahead and sign up, make your account, put your team in on that service. The easiest, most cost-effective one is, in fact, Sideline HD, but your team may insist on Game Changer. Both of them will work. And both of them actually have an easy-to-use RTMP walkthrough that will get you there. They've done a good job of knowing who their customers are, and they make it as easy as possible for you to get live on their service as soon as possible. Number 5, now that you have all of your equipment and your YouTube channel is 24.00001 hours old, it's time to do a test stream. I've done consultations with folks where we FaceTime or Zoom or Skype or whatever it is, and they want to do their test stream while we're doing it together. And so I can help them walk through the different pieces. Folks, I'll be glad to do that for you, with you. It takes a little bit of time, but it's actually a fun conversation, and I thoroughly enjoy the process. But when you do your test stream, you've got your stuff all set out in your kitchen or in your shop or wherever it is at your house. Use your MiFi hotspot for this test stream. Don't use your home internet. Let's go ahead and connect everything that you've got, your control device, phone or tablet, your camera, all of the things to your MiFi hotspot so you can get used to it. Those passwords have to be stored in the camera and in the device. Let's go ahead and set all that up at the house, and let's do a test stream from there so we can get used to the setup process in a controlled environment and not be so nervous about it when we get to the ballpark. Now, we'll be using RTMP for our test stream, and so getting used to finding a stream URL and a stream key is going to be helpful. In your YouTube channel, the one that you created just 24 hours ago, they are at studio.youtube.com, and you access them by tapping on the live icon from the dashboard, upper right-hand corner, live icon. Copy either your stream URL or your stream key and open up your streaming software. You have choices there. The eMeet StreamCam software, the NearStream software, and the Mevo Multicam software are all multi-camera softwares. And so you can actually do all of these settings without connecting your camera if you want to. If you're going to be using the OBSBot Tail Air, the OBSBot Start software, or if you're going to be using the Mevo Single Cam software, those are single camera softwares, and so you have to be connected to your camera to get into these settings. Just a little bit of difference that you might want to know. There's one other difference in between Mevo Single Cam and Multicam. I'll tell you about it at the end, but it's valuable as well. We've copied the stream URL or the stream key from our YouTube channel in studio.youtube.com. We're going to paste it in the correct section of our streaming software. So we're going to hit the Go Live button in our streaming software, and then we're going to choose to add a destination. The destination we're going to choose is a custom RTMP. When that screen pops up, you'll see you can title your stream, and then you can add the stream key and the stream URL, paste what you copied in the appropriate window, go back into studio.youtube.com, copy the other one, bring it back over to your streaming software, paste it there, and hit OK or close or whatever it is. Now you have a destination. Let's select that destination, and folks, it's time to press Go Live. You probably don't have any subscribers to this channel you just created 24 hours ago, unless you're really on the ball and you mass emailed all of your teams, parents, that information. They may be subscribed to you. So in studio.youtube.com, when you've hit the live button and you've you're ready to take this test stream live, it might be a good idea to hit that edit button that might be hidden behind the chat window there. Scroll over, hit the edit button, and let's go ahead and choose this to be unlisted or even private. It doesn't matter. But that way, the folks that have already subscribed to your channel won't be seeing you stream your living room or your workspace or your chickens in the backyard, and you can test your equipment all you want to without the worry of somebody else watching what's going on in your house. Now that your live stream is running, again, you want to test every feature that software allows, go through all of the pieces that you can think of, tweak and change and do image adjustments and all the things that you will want to do once you get to the ballpark, but you'll feel like you're pressed for time. Let's practice them now. Congratulations, you have just successfully had your first mobile live stream. The difference between Mevo's single cam app and multicam app is actually much more than just the number of cameras that they will connect to. They're actually designed to work very differently. In the single cam app, all of the encoding that the image needs is done in the camera. Processor in the Mevo Start, Mevo Core, wonderful little processors that will do a great job of encoding whatever resolution they are producing and sending over to your control device. In the multicam app, the encoding of the image is actually offloaded onto your control device. So this is where you can't skimp on the control device. It does require a pretty robust processor to handle multiple cameras, the images that it's sending, and processing those. So just keep in mind when you're investing in your control device, if you're going to be using a multicam software, some of the processes are different than in that single camera software setup.